Remember when you were a little kid, you used to be able to stick your whole foot in your mouth? Well, stick with me for the next 15 minutes and we'll get you back to that flexibility. Hi, I'm Preston. Let's start right off with the world's best stretch. You come to all fours. Yes, it's really called the world's best stretch. You take your left arm up to the sky. You thread it underneath your right, and we'll continue down, resting our left shoulder on the mat. Walk your right hand forward, and we're just going to hang out here for a couple of breaths, resting all of your weight into your shoulders, some into your left temple. Walk your right hand back to center. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Right arm up to the sky. Thread it underneath your left. Walk your left hand forward. Nice. Next, let's do a pigeon pose. Come back to all fours. Lift your hips up to the sky. Left leg floats up to the sky. Left knee floats between your wrists. Scoot your right leg back. Top of the right foot on the mat. You can either stay here or lower yourself down. Torso on top of your left thigh. Maybe your forehead comes to the mat. Pigeon pose on the left. Maybe rock back and forth. Stretching out that left glute. Left hip flexor. Feels good, man. Let's do the other side. Right leg up to the sky. Right between the left. Lower down. I know we're kind of going over on this one, but I think it's so important. Pigeon pose on the right. Nice work. Just kind of fall over to the right. Shavasana. Corpse pose. Lie down. Arms by your side. And we're just going to take some nice deep breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Let everything go, all of that stress, anything that doesn't serve you, providing too much worry. Let's take one more deep breath in. Let it all go into the ground. Nice work. From here, let's flip on over, do a runner's lunge. Right leg bent, kneeling. Left leg reaches back nice and straight. Then drop the left knee to the mat. Kind of hinge forward into your right leg. Left leg can be flat on the ground. Kind of pushing into your right thigh, stretching out your right inner thigh, left hip flexor. Then let's do the same thing on the other side. Come back to all fours or maybe a quick plank. Left foot steps forward, right leg back, left knee bent, top of the right foot on the mat, and then lean your weight forward into that left thigh. Maybe press a little bit, get the shoulders out of the ears. Left inner thigh stretch, right hip stretch. Nice work. Neck roll. Come to seated however you want. Look down. Maybe circle around one direction. Nice and big. Nice and slow. One more time in this direction. And then when you're looking down on the mat, reverse your neck roll other way. Whether you come here after watching an intense workout video to do some extra stretching, or you're just winding down for the evening, or maybe it's in the middle of your workday like me, and I'm just letting go some of that stress. Maybe look to the left, look to the right, and let's move on. High Cobra. We'll do a few repetitions of these. Come to all fours. Walk your hands to the front of the mat. Let your pelvis fall towards the mat as you exhale. Squeeze your butt to release your hip flexors. Then lower yourself down to the mat. Let me just move a little bit here. Then press up again as you exhale into that high cobra. Shoulders out of the ears. And just let that pelvis fall towards the mat. Inhale on the way down. Exhale as you push up. We'll do maybe one or two more of these. Go at your own pace, of course. And if you want, pause the video and do as many of these as you like. I do 10 each morning to help with a old slipped disc, bulging disc injury in my L5-S1. Back extension helps me manage that. Cat and cow. Come back to all fours. This one also helps me manage that. So inhale, drop the stomach, look up. Exhale, round the back, push the mat away for the cat. So the movement of the spine is so important. When you move the spine, you help get nourishment to all of those discs in your back. Maybe on the next cat, we sit back towards our heels. And then as you rock forward, you drop the stomach, look up, arch the back. We'll do one more cat. Sit back. And then one more cow. Nice work. Seated side body stretch. Lat, oblique. Come to seated cross-legged. Arms up to the sky. Left arm falls to the mat. Then left forearm, left elbow. Look up, bend to the left. Keep your right butt cheek on the mat. And then push off with your left hand. Come back to seated. Arms up to the sky. This time the right hand, right forearm. Bend over to the right. Look up at your left hand. Keep that left butt cheek on the mat. 10 more seconds. And then push off. Come back to seated. Cossack stretch. So let's start from a kneeling position. Step your right foot out to one side. While still kneeling, you can hinge forward at the hips. Nice flat back here as that right leg is straight, left knee supporting your weight, and then come back up. We'll do one more. Nice and slow. You can hold it at the bottom for a few seconds. And then come up. Let's switch legs. So this time, left leg is out to your side. Left foot is on the mat. Right knee is bent, and we'll hinge forward at the hips. We'll try and get 2 in here. Nice flat back, hinging at the hips, keeping your shoulders and scapula retracted. Nice work. Butterfly stretch. Come back to that seated position. Soles of the feet together, knees nice and wide. Sit up tall, shoulders down and back, and hinge forward at the hips. So don't round your shoulders forward. Try and sit up nice and straight and keep that straight posture as you walk your hands forward. Maybe grab the tops of your feet. Maybe pull your shoulders down and back as you hinge forward, keeping that nice flat back. So I'll show you from the side. For me, keeping that nice straight posture, I cannot hinge forward very far, but I feel a really big stretch in my inner thighs, my groin area, but I'm keeping that nice straight posture, and every exhale I hinge a little bit more forward. Alright, up next, bottom of the foot stretch. So let's come on over to kneeling. Curl your toes under, and then slowly walk your hands back, putting weight onto your heels. So you should feel a nice stretch in your toes, the bottoms of your feet. And if you need to take a break, just come off your feet for a second, maybe back to all fours. And then try for the stretch once again. Nice work, 15 more seconds. This one's really intense for me as well. I don't stretch the bottoms of my feet very often, and I bet you don't either. Alrighty. Next, let's do a child's pose. Alright, so feet are a little bit wider than your hips. This will allow you to get your torso in between your legs a little bit easier. Push your weight back. Let your torso fall to the mat. And now reach forward, kind of drop your forearms as you also push the mat away, pushing your butt back towards your heels. You can suck your navel into your spine without raising your lower back. Walk your hands to one side of the mat. Maybe take that hand to your knee. Walk it over to the other side of the mat. And then back to center. Quad stretch. We're going to stretch every muscle of the body. So come back to all fours once again. This time the bottoms of your feet, the tops of your feet are touching the mat. You walk your hands back. You have the weight on your heels. Keep on walking your hands back. Maybe place your hands behind your feet. Keep on going backwards. You should feel a nice stretch in the tops of your thighs, the quads. Just keep on going wherever feels comfortable. Maybe on each exhale you get a little bit deeper into that stretch. All right, let's come to seated, or you can stay kneeling. It doesn't really matter. We will be stretching out our forearms. Right arm reaches forward, palm to the sky. Get all the carpet fuzz off of your hand. Grab your right fingers with your left hand. Gently pull back, stretching out the bottom of your forearm. And let's flip it on over. Same hand, stretching out the top of your forearm. Then let's switch hands, left arm out, palm to the ceiling. Right hand grabs the left fingers and just gently pull back on your fingers. And let's flip over the palm, gently pull the other direction. Forearm stretch on the left. Nice work. We'll end with a neck stretch, so exactly where you are, sit up nice and tall. Take your left hand, right side of your temple, gently pull over to the left. Maybe extend your right arm out long. Lift your palm up and down. Nerve flossing, neck stretch, all at the same time. Maybe make a fist, roll your fist in one direction, then the other direction. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Right hand grabs the left side of the temple. Left arm reaches out, gentle tension on the neck. Let's lift our palm up and down a few times. Make a fist, roll it around in one direction. and then the other direction. Great job. I think we are all a few inches or centimeters taller thanks to this awesome stretching we just did for our bodies. If you like the video, please watch another. I have hundreds of these videos. We do something different every day at 1 p.m. Eastern Time live. See you then. Bye.